Alright, Shalom, Shalom, Yasharala, Shabbat Yaradon with the Sutter Return located here in Chicago. And I want to start off by giving all praise. Call Halal Yamla, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the Akim scattered throughout the four corners. Preaching His word in truth and sincerity with discretion and discernment. And last but not least, Shalom to the Akim and a few Agwas and the children that might be tuning in too though. So alright, the Passover coming up, man. Alright, March 5th. So we wanna be in the Passover state of mind. Alright, we wanna feel the Lord. We wanna feel the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. The Lord's so cold, man. These scriptures be so deep, like every time like you get any kind of revelation. It's just beautiful when you get any type of revelation, whether you gotten it before and you just realizing something again, or it's something new. But Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai so cold, man. But we want to feel the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. It's the Passover coming up, man. Like, don't you know that death angel that went and smoked the firstborns of Egypt was Yahweh Shai? That was Yahweh Shai that was killing the firstborns of Egypt. If you ain't had that blood on your doorpost, the blood of the lamb on your doorpost of your house, he was killing the firstborn, which is your strength, you know. But this the book of Hebrews, chapter 10 and verse 31, it say it is a I'm gonna click on it say it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Cause everything else, man, that shit dead, man. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't no life and nothing else, no idols, no rock, no statue. The what these little bitches be doing with the little blue eyeball on their neck and tarot cards and all that, like Egyptian Book of the Dead. Whether you doing tarot card reading and you got the eye around your neck and you think you got tattoos and shit over your face, you a weird bitch. If you think whether you one of them type of people or you could be the nigga who went to college and you got philosophies and you be listening to Bobby Herman and you went to the Dr. Umar Johnson Egyptology, the Book of the Dead. None of that shit, all that shit is dead, is over with, man. You black conscious people, you black community, it don't matter what you do. You could be them niggas that be marching in Chicago on the train talking about we retire gang members, stop the violence. Everything ain't nothing shaking but the leaves on the trees, man. Alright, so it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the living power. Yahweh Shai killed everybody in Egypt. The firstborn. So like I don't want to say it like that. So like Yahweh Shai killed the firstborns. He was smiting them, and then on top of that, you know, he was that cloud. He was in that cloud of in the daytime, and that chariot of fire at night, that pillar of fire that kept them at night. That was Yahweh Shai that closed up that waters and killed them Egyptians. Alright, so it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of a living power. Yeah, the Pharaoh number was on the water, galloping, chasing up after the Israelites, galloping on through on the dry land, like the Most High opened that up for them or something. And then the water what? Fell down on them. The Most High say what? Though they build, I'ma what? Throw down. That's why he say don't go down, man. It say Second Ezra chapter 15 verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, which is Yahweh Shai, his right arm, his right hand. It say and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Yeah, America is spiritual Egypt. This is modern day Egypt. Cause you niggas is here with that Egyptology. Alright? We was here in slavery, we built this place up just like we built treasure cities for Pharaoh. You can look on the back of the dollar, they got the eye on that talking about Esau finna set up a new world order based off of us building, and we didn't build this place up. It's a he gonna smite Egypt again with the same plague. So this time everything has intensified double. It's really times a million. Everything really, whatever you thought you read about in a book of when you was trying to envision it, or you was watching the movie Ten Commandments with Charleston Heston, or you was watching Prince of Egypt. Yeah, it's finna be a million times worse because we entering into the climax of Jacob's trouble at times such as never before, man. Well, the technology of this technocracy that we living in. Remember the Wizard of Oz with the man behind the curtain? The wizard was pulling the strings. He was really scaring them, but he was really like a scary old man. That's Esau. But this nigga a wicked wizard, the wicked wizard of the West. All right, and and this nigga got all type of diabolical plans for Jacob, man, for the Israelites, cause he's afraid, cause his kingdom is coming down, man. So he's trying to come down with great wrath, cause he know the Most High finna throw down. Yahweh Shai coming to throw this place down. It's finna be an overthrow. All right, so we gotta fear the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We don't want to get caught up in the mix, man. Being an American, you gotta be in a us who got this truth, man. This thing of ours, we gotta be in a solemn, in a subtle state of mind, man, and focus and zoom in, like focus in, because this is the hopeful year that all prophecies come to pass. So the plagues is finna increase, man. Like you don't believe the plagues finna increase? You thought the Bible said greater evil shall decrease? You misunderstood the text. It said greater evils than these which thou hast seen shall be done hereafter. So we don't want to get caught up in the mix out here, man. So yeah, like I was saying, Yahweh Shai, he killed those firstborns, and you know he was bringing all hell to Egypt, those plagues, man, and this is spiritual Egypt, man. While our Lord was crucified, this is spiritual Sodom and spiritual Egypt. While our Lord was crucified, at man, let me get it on. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 11 and 18. They say, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street. Yeah, remember that valley of dry bones? That's the same that's the same street that it's talking about right here. It say, and their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city. That's the valley of dry bones, the valley of the shadow of death, man, the west. Esau is the wicked wizard of the west. This is the furthest place from the Holy Land. This is the last place on earth where sunlight shines. This is the land of darkness. All right. This and what California never stops burning. California never stops burning. So it say, and their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city. It say, and their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. All right. So America is spiritually, like through the spirit, this place is Egypt and Sodom. Then the Most High destroyed Sodom for being Geechees, for being a Mo. for being alphabetically disorderly. All right. Then the Most High destroyed Egypt and killed all the firstborn for putting his people in slavery. And then the so-called white man came over here and enslaved so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans and sent them throughout the world on ships. Like the Bible prophesied Deuteronomy 28. So like we at the end of this thing, man, like it's up now. Like you either over here or over there. Like ain't no playing both sides, ain't no being on the fence. You don't want to get caught on the fence trying to bunny hop the gate. The fire coming. You stuck. You caught. You crisp. So yeah, man. Let me just breeze through this, man, right fast. Where was I, man? Psalms 105:26 say he sent Moses his servant and Aaron whom he had chosen. Yeah, man. And we represent Moses and Aaron as the priests and the prophets. All right. The prophets and the priests, we represent Moses and Aaron as the prophets and the priests coming to tell you in the last days what the Most High said do and don't do. Otherwise, you're going to get caught up in the mix of things. And you don't want to get caught up in the mix of things. Like, remember all the people, the Bible said the things that was written aforetime was written for our learning. Remember Dathan and Korah? Remember Lot's wife? Alright, you don't want to get caught on the wrong side. So it say, verse 27, it say, they showed his signs among them and his wonders in the land of Ham. Yeah. Over there in Africa, man. So-called Africa. The Bible calls it, before they called it Africa, it was known as Ham. And you niggas still over here with the same man state. You a African American. You a Hamitic American. These niggas is crazy, man. And then we tell them we the Israelites, they just, oh, Jesus Christ. No, this is real, man. And the Most High loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom. That's why he say, my people perish for lack of knowledge. Because they have rejected knowledge, I'm gonna reject them and they children. So like you've been rejected. Like you ever seen somebody like try to go in for like a point guard, try to do a layup and then Shaq right there. You've been rejected. He's gonna block that. So the Most High blocked your ass, ears, and minds from understanding this because He don't want you to be converted and be healed and be saved. You got it. Do it on your own. So this is for the elect, man. We ain't trying to build up the nation of Israel. 2/3 of the nation of Israel gotta die. So this is all about the elect, man. Like leave them niggas where they at, doing what they doing, man. It say, verse 28, he sent darkness and made it dark, and they rebelled not against his word. Yeah, because when the Most High give a charge to the angels, you think the angels gonna be like, all right, man, I got you, I'm finna do this right fast, then I'm gonna get to whatever you talking about. Or they gonna be late doing something for the Most High. Nah, when he say go forth, man, hey, it's a green light, it's a go. They anxious and patiently waiting. The spirits, they fear and they tremble. The angels fear and tremble in the presence of the Most High Yahweh Shem Shah. So they thirsty to do whatever he say do. And us in this flesh, we know the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. But we got to overcome that flesh and be enthusiastic and willing and ready to do whatever Yahweh Shem Shah put on the spirit of us to do. We can't quench the spirit and throw water out. He got you hot. You got to be on point and do what you supposed to be doing for him. Or like, you don't want to get thrown out of the topic of conversation in the spirit realm for being lukewarm. So, verse 29, it say, he turned their waters into blood and slew their fish. You got all type of chemicals trains falling over, spilling chemicals all everywhere throughout the country right now, man. Simultaneously. Why the movie just came out with the thing happened in the movie like that, the train spilled over, and then the people who was in the movie where the train spilled over with the toxic chemicals spilled in the water, the people was really going through it in real life. When it really happened, they had to get up out of there. Somehow they got rashes and the animals dying. So it's all type of power plants blowing up, man. Most have finna turn this water of the Mississippi River into blood, man. We the prophets and we the priests, we telling you, man, that the Mississippi River and other rivers, it's finna be thousands and thousands and thousands of dead fish, man. Millions. Everybody finna get it. Anything must go. Like it say, their land brought forth frogs in abundance in the chambers of their kings. It say, he spake, and there came diverse sorts of flies and lice in all their coasts. So yeah, like that was Ham. That was so-called African people back then when the lights came. So it's gonna be 1,000 times worse for you Edomites here in America. Cause yeah, I tried to type in on Google when the white people started catching lice. Then I thought about it through the spirit, obviously back when they was in them caves. Back in Petra, Mount Seir, Edom, and then back especially in the Caucasus Mountains, Georgia, Russia. But it say what I type in what race what race is most likely to get lice? It say Edomite people get head lice more often than other racial groups, and girls and women tend to get them more often than boys or a man because their hair is longer, says Dr. Blah 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 blah, professor of dermatology at Georgia University. And then what else I had say? What else I had said? How did lice get to America? The louse was the long fine claw. They conclude likely made its way to the Americas with early human migration. Yeah, I believe it was the Edomites. Human public lice, also known as crab lice, can occur anywhere there's hair, down there, including the public and venereal areas, hairs. What it say, whatever it say, you see what it's saying, what it's going to. So, yeah, them plagues coming back on Egypt. So, y'all Edomites finna have it bad. It's finna, cause y'all won't let the people go. Y'all know y'all bogus. What they say, Granny and them be watching, they like, no, y'all know y'all wrong. Wrong as hell. Y'all so-called white people, wrong as hell, man. And y'all know y'all wrong. So the Mozart call halal, how about Shem, how about Shem, crocodile. It's 11:44. Oh, no, y'all wrong, man. Let them people go, man. Y'all just refuse to let them go. And then you got Karens want to call the police, little girl selling water. She's selling water. Jake barbecuing in the park. You want to call the police because Jake barbecuing in the park. You talking about that's off limits. You're going to burn the beach. These people is out there, man. So, yeah, y'all won't let us go. So, it's up now. You so-called white people got to deal with the plagues of your Hawabah, Shimon, Hawab Shai, man. You going to catch lice. You know what I'm saying? 1,000,000 times over. So, it say, verse 32, he gave them hail for rain and flame and fire in their land. Yeah, you ever heard of a nigga being gunned down in a hail of bullets? Yeah, that's what's coming to America, man. You gonna have these nations descend upon this place because this is the land of unwalled villages, man. All these nations got to do is just one. They're gonna overwhelm the armies of America. They're gonna fly over here. There's gonna be Chinese people, so-called Moabites, Ammonites. All these nations gonna hop out of the planes and descend upon this land because this land going down. All right, they gonna come. They got RPGs. They ain't got the usual lit assault rifle, M16, AR-15 with a lit pistol. No, they got rockets and they just gonna hop down, blowing people up. You know the Illuminati put everything in the movies what's to come. You know what I'm saying? Through the spirit on the left hand side. That movie Red Dawn. But yeah, man, fire coming, man. It say, verse 33, he smote their vines also in their fig trees. I always think about the fig Newtons. You used to come in the crib, you was a shorty, you out playing basketball, probably smoking. You come in the crib, ain't nothing to eat. Granny got the fig Newtons up in there. That shit over with. Ain't gonna be no fig Newtons in Jacob's Trouble, man. You gonna be eating a can of dog food. You eat them like you 2/3 Jake, y'all gonna eat kibbles and bits. Alright, they say and break their tree and break the trees of their coast. And that's already been happening, man. You don't see back in the day when I was growing up, we used to have little crab apple trees on Lake Michigan, man, right there off 67th and Jeffrey, 67th and Lakeshore Drive, man. When you go right there, when you hopping over on the bridge to walk down Lakeshore Drive, and it was a little tree right there. We used to eat the little crab apples. We was throwing them at each other as we would walk. We was shorty them little blackberries, and we used to call them hood berries, stink berries. You riding your bike, you walking, you don't want to step on them. You could eat those, but that's over with. Ain't like I ain't seen one of them trees in 15. It feel like 15 years. When them crab apple trees, I never saw another one of them. But yeah, that was just, I'm just saying, like, he finna really break the whole staff of bread. And ain't gonna be no Walmart, no McDonald's, Pete's Produce, Trader Joe's. It's over with. Uber Eats, Jake Eve, she set up, she 400 pounds. She don't even go nowhere. She just Uber Eats and things like that. That's over with. You're gonna have to get up and run. It's gonna be like lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Verse 34, it say, he spake, and the locusts came, and caterpillars, and that without number, and did eat up all the herbs in the land, and devoured the fruit of the ground. Yeah, so it's finna be all type of plagues. This the future. This the end, man. This nigga Bill Gates, this nigga done took all the vegetables and the fruits and hid it and gathered the good stuff for him and they selves underground in the bunker, stored away, growing and good, and gave you toxins and poisons and you know what I'm saying? All type of crazy shit, man. I don't even want to talk about what they doing out here in the world. Just know that the Most High say that everything we eat or we scattered among the heathen is equal to 99.9% dung. Alright, that comes, you know where it comes from. Alright, so it say, verse 36, he smote all the firstborns in their land, the chief of all their strength. He brought them forth also with silver and gold, and there was not one feeble person among them. Alright, so yeah, that was it on that. I just wanted to breeze through a few of them plays right fast. How Yahweh Shai, was down here getting down, smoking them firstborns right there in verse 36. Alright, and soon to come, he gonna be smoting at America, smiting America. What that nigga Jim Carrey say on Bruce Almighty? He said, "Smite me, oh mighty smiter." That's America blaspheming to the Most High, provoking and tempting him. All right, so yeah, man. Like I say, it was all type of the locusts in ancient times, and the caterpillars was eating up the fruits of the field and the leaves on the trees, right? So it was like it wasn't no food, like you starving, cause the locusts and the grasshoppers they ate everything, carrots and grapes and tomatoes and shit is over with. You know what I'm saying? It's stinking bloody frogs, but remember this Jacob trouble with times such as never before, so it's gonna be a million times worse, man. Second Ezra 5 and 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and there shall be oft sent Salaki, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beast. See, I just said that hell of gunfire, that fire, hey, California never go out. So we living in a time where Yahweh Shai, the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, it's got that fire on the earth, that consuming fire. That's a sign of the Lord coming back. This shit is through. It's burn up. My uncle used to say that you burn up, Jack. They say there shall be a confusion also in many places. Yeah, this Babylon the Great, the place, the land of confusion. Everybody confused, man. You got all these people with these crazy piercings and tattoos and injections and surgeries, and you trying to defy the odds of gravity. These motherfuckers is upside down. They defying the laws of gravity, man, with the sin and wickedness that's protruding out of this place. You don't know what the hell going on. You got to be careful when talking to women at night, because it might be one of the guys. It say there shall be a confusion also in many places, and there shall be, and the fire shall be off sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. Yeah, so you got these little demons out here running around playing, pointing them out, knocking them out, snatching purses. I saw the video when they stole from up out the Amazon truck. They hit the Amazon truck, and then buddy, he was talking to the white lady. He acting like he helping the white lady. He snatched her purse, yank her down. You Egyptians, you modern day Egyptians, you Babylonians, man. You Americans are through, man. This place is finished, man. But it say the wild beast shall change their places, man. So it's gonna be lions and tigers and bears. Oh man, you gonna have to get up out of there and run. Alright, that's the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 39 and 29. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Yeah, the Most High created fire and hail and famine and death. So that hell of gunfire that Jake getting caught up in when he out there talking about smoking this and smoking on that, and he, disrespecting people dead, family members and all this and so on and so forth. It say fire and hell. Now he get caught up in the hell of gunfire. Alright, but those thermonuclear missiles was gonna rain down fire and hell on these niggas, man. It say and famine and death. Yeah, you gonna starve to death. And pan away. You gonna be 80 pounds. You used to be a BON in Chicago. They say I'm a big old nigga, BON. You got money. Sometimes, they say you're a heavy set guy. But most of the time, niggas with money, you doing big things. You a big old nigga. Yeah, you gonna be 80 pounds. It say famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Because the Most High got enemies out here. He finna take vengeance. He finna avenge his elect and himself upon his enemies, man. It say teeth of wild beasts and scorpions and serpents and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. So yeah, you gonna have to deal with those wild beasts changing their places. The old man just got his face ate off by the dogs, and the people was just standing there. The fire department came with 3 niggas and 4 niggas and 3 pickaxes, and still got bit up by the dogs. That's why the scriptures say wisdom and stability shall be the Isaiah 33:6. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of thy salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. I would have came if I was a firefighter. I'd have came with the back of the pickaxe and stabbed the dog in the top of the head. Just wham, all my might. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, you gotta watch out for the victim. Don't hit the victim. He already ate up. I'd have accidentally hit the victim. Nah, man, I'm gonna hit the dog in the head, man. Kill a dog, man. He just ate that man. Put him down. So these people, they man, that man who, those 4 firefighters who came with the pickaxes, they probably just got through watching like Dr. Phil or Murray or anything. They was Americans. They let them people who was recording, they was Americans. They let that man die. Them dogs ate him. Now, if I was right there, I'd let him eat them too, though, because that's the Most High judging, but he ain't got nothing to do with that. I'd have probably been recorded too. Like, look at this, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like, you gotta renew your way of thinking, man. Didn't Jake in Chicago, I believe, just go out there? He heard somebody arguing outside of his Edgewater apartments. Look that up. A young Jake went outside. He heard somebody arguing outside of his Edgewater's apartment. He say, "What's going on? You guys stop that!" And the lady stabbed him to death. You know what happened? I did a video about it the other day. But man, Joe Business, man, don't the Bible tell you? That's why the Bible say wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times. It say don't be meddling in matters that you ain't got nothing to do with, man. Roughly paraphrasing, man. Leave people alone. You meddling. My God daddy, so-called God daddy, used to say that back in the day. I was a shorty, like, yeah, you stop meddling. You all in some. These people crazy, man. But yeah, punishing the wicked to destruction, man. All right, so it's the Book of Wisdom of Solomon, 11 and 18. Or unknown wild beasts. Not only is you gonna have the regular beasts changing their places and things of that sort, dogs eating people face off, and lions and tigers and bears, but it say or unknown wild beasts, full of rage, newly created, breathing out either a fiery vapor or a filthy sense of scattered smoke, shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes. Yeah, like I don't even want to imagine. I don't even want to try to look at a movie and think what could this possibly be. I don't want to imagine that. It sounds like a dragon or a griffin or some out of a movie that I don't want to think of and imagine or ever see or come across on the wrong side of it. Now I love to see something like that burning one of these niggas or somebody to a crisp or these wicked nations. But you don't want to be on the other side of the wrong side of the fiery vapor or the filthy sense of scattered smoke. You walking, you smelling something, you like, y'all smell that? You hear some shit like, huh? Y'all heard that? You in Jacob trouble without Yahweh Shai. Yeah, you dead. It say, or unknown wild beast full of rage, man, like raging. Like he come, you ever seen like a pit bull like lock on? It say newly created, breathing out either a fiery vapor or a filthy sense of scattered smoke, or shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes, man. So that's what's coming, man, to you people, man. And this is the ultimate plague that's coming to Egypt, man. And all you niggas that ever fought against the Lord and his people, man. Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Yeah, y'all fought against the Most High in righteousness and life. Y'all was on the wrong side. It say they have fought against Jerusalem. It say their flesh shall consume away while they stand on their feet. Yeah, that's thermonuclear missile fire, the lake of fire coming to America, Babylon the Great. It says their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. You're going to be standing up and you're going to be looking. You ever seen what movie was that they were standing on the beach and he was hugging his wife and the fire, the water, the fire, the tsunami was coming from the burst from the missile. You're going to be standing there, the fire going to be coming. And you're going to be hugging your wife. Y'all burn up. Ain't nowhere to run. You might as well go to the rooftop and get a good view. You might as well, all you niggas that don't believe, but you can hear this, you might as well just go to the top of the Sears Tower, get you a ticket when you hear the missile sirens going off. Run downtown, get on the top of the roof, get you a good view. Cause you gon' it say their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. Their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Yeah, you gon' melt. He's gonna melt you. You gonna explode. You gonna melt, and then you gonna burst. You gonna melt first, and then you gonna burst. And that's the ultimate plague that he's bringing to you Egyptians and you Americans, you African Americans and you Babylonians and you Egyptology people, you niggas, man. He's bringing it to you Hamitic Americans, you African Americans. That's what you go by. That's what you want to be. We tell you the Israelites, you say we going to hell. This the book of Zechariah. I mean, this the book of Ezekiel, chapter 9 and verse 4. We finna see what's gonna happen to the people who fighting for Jerusalem. We fighting with the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Alright, they say Ezekiel 9 and 4, and the Lord Yahweh said unto him, go. Yeah, talking to the angels in charge of death angels, man. He say, and the Lord Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry, for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. So yeah, that thawa, that word mark is thawa. You want to have the blood of Yahweh Shai on the doorpost of your mind, man. This year, 2023, man, so-called. Alright, and right now, today is so-called March 3rd, the Passover on the 5th. Alright, so you want to have that thawa, man. The mark of exemption, the mark of Yahweh Shai, the blood of Yahweh Shai on your doorpost. You want to have this word of Yahweh sealed in your forehead, man. It say, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry, that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Yeah, we crying out for the injustices and the abominations that be done to and in and through our people. We crying out, man. You know, Elder Yakia, my elder, just did a video yesterday, say a good woman crying out. So we crying out, man. You ain't finna just get down on us. If somebody touching your daughter, you gonna get down, you gonna tweak with them if they touching your daughter. She in there screaming, she crying, hollering. So the Most High, he finna come back and tweak with these people, man. And we gonna be in the room, we crying, we hollering. But Jake, they on the other side of the bed. They on the other bed over there, wishing it was them. They quiet. They want him to. They with whatever he doing. They want to be a part of it. They wish it was them getting. That's why the scriptures say Israel won't be molested anymore, man. Alright, they say, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Alright, they say, and to the others he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite, and let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children. Yeah, young women and little children. It say, and women, yeah, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they begin at the ancient man which were before the house, man. Alright, so Lord willing, man, he passed over us. Them death angels passed over us, man. He killed everybody else. Alright, that's Psalms. Let me just I'm gonna end it with that, man. You know, he gonna kill everybody else. We would love to see that. Remember the Rush Hour? He was like, we would love to see that. We would love to see that. We would love to see that, Jackie. And the bloopers on Rush Hour 2 at the end. We would love to see that. The Most High, his judgment, man. Go for it, full-fledged. There's nothing greater. I mean, that's one of the greatest things ever. Alright, let's say it was already on there because they already know I'd be already right there. Let's say Psalms 91:7, 1,000 shall fall at thy side and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Alright, because thou hast made the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. Yeah, that's like when Abigail told David, no evil is going to be found in you all the days of your life, because you fight the battles of the Lord, He gonna surely establish you a sure house. Roughly paraphrasing. So we fighting the battles of the Lord. We saying and crying, man. We fighting for the Lord. Everybody that's fighting against the Lord, yo, you gonna explode. He gonna burn you up. You gonna melt in the fire. All right. So, Lord willing, let's edify to the hopeful. Until the next time, be as Shalom.